Hi, thank you for joining the VMware SMB Solution Overview. I'm Jeff Danielson, SMB Sales Coach. I want to take about 5 minutes to discuss how we're helping SMB customers today build, manage, and secure their own private cloud infrastructure. Very brief overview. We have over 300,000 SMB customers today. VMware defines small and medium businesses as less than 1,000 employees. Obviously, VMware has been a strong virtualization company the past 10 years. Over 81% of the installed VMs out there are VMware basis was of last year, June 2011. We have almost 50% of the x86 workloads out there as well. This means that customers are virtualizing first, and they're virtualizing on VMware. So, very brief agenda. We'll do a cloud whiteboard discussing the cloud infrastructure. We'll talk about the customer journey to the cloud infrastructure, and then we'll talk about some key control points of the cloud infrastructure. So this is a whiteboard that we typically do with customers, and so much of what we talk about today has been virtualization, but many of our customers are asking us about cloud. And a lot of the times when we talk about cloud, most customers think of public cloud. We've identified 4 characteristics that our customers want in the public cloud. And those 4 are pooling, being able to take CPU, memory, disk, network, and consolidate it into one logical resource. And when you do this, you drive up utilization of your infrastructure. Elasticity, being able to turn on applications and turn them off very quickly, scale up and scale down very quickly in the cloud. Automation, being able to turn off manual processes in your environment with automation. Not only moving workloads across physical infrastructure, but also setting policy over your network and for compliance purposes. These 3 characteristics set the table for what we call self-service, and self-service is very easily identified as what we do in our personal lives today. If you have a smartphone and you have an app store and you want to utilize an application, you quickly go to that app store and drag down that application, download it, and begin using it right away. And when we do this, customers see a lot more flexibility in their environment today and a lot of cost savings. However, customers today tell us that they don't want to just hand over third-party applications or control of their data to a third party. So therefore, what we try to do and how we're helping our customers today is we pull these 4 characteristics into your own private cloud infrastructure. And when we do this for our customers, they see a dramatic savings of upwards of 60% in savings in capital expenditures, 30% in operating expenses, and upwards of 80% in power and cooling. Dramatic results. However, we don't stop there because we do see a need for short and long-term use of the public cloud. We have over 5,000 vCloud providers today, and vCloud providers are VMware hosted providers that use the same technology that you could be using or you are using in your own private cloud infrastructure. And when we do this, we create a hybrid cloud environment, giving you the ability to move workloads to and from the private and public cloud environments. This makes it very portable and scalable so that you can turn workloads on wherever, whenever. And when we do this, we create flexibility for our customers and we give them options. And when we give them options in this flexibility, we drive down capital expenditures, operating expense, and power and cooling even further. We also allow you to manage these 2 worlds with a single platform. Some key control points that our customers want are the ability to see current and future health of applications. We can also do capacity modeling in these 2 worlds by predicting when you might need more resources. Right-sizing your virtual machines, as well as being able to do what-if analysis so you can tell how long that next 2 terabytes of storage that you might purchase is going to last. We also allow you to secure and make compliant with one platform as well by setting appliances out in these worlds. And when you set appliances into these environments, now you are securing and making compliant off of policy versus locking down the physical perimeter. So when we do all this, we help customers drive up IT agility, lower their costs, while remaining compliant, secure, and under control. And this is basically how we help customers build a cloud infrastructure. So let's talk about the customer journey in getting to a cloud infrastructure. This is a map on how our most successful customers have made it to cloud. Phase 1 is server virtualization or server consolidation, taking 30 servers down to 3. Phase 2 is taking those mission critical apps that you may have not virtualized first until you've had some success in the first phase. You begin doing that in phase 2. And the reason a lot of our customers want to get to phase 2 is because of the benefits of virtualization. And they usually see better uptime on their applications when they virtualize. So naturally, Tier 1 apps or mission critical apps is something that most of our customers drive towards. Phase 3, once you have virtualized those mission critical applications, now you have the ability to do a disaster recovery plan in phase 3. This is something that we talk to a lot of our SMB customers about, and many don't have a disaster recovery plan, but they have the desire to get to a disaster recovery plan. And when you virtualize, we make it possible and affordable. Phase 4, end user computing. This is virtualizing your desktops or your applications. A lot of our customers want this and drive towards this. However, our most successful customers that have virtualized their desktops and been able to deliver end user computing in a virtual world have some success in phases 1 and 2 first. Mainly because when you virtualize desktops, it's going on the same platform that your virtual servers may be. So it's important to have some success in the first 2 phases before beginning end user computing. Whenever you do drive to this result, our customers are then able to access applications and their desktops from anywhere and any device. Phase 5 is cloud computing. This is where you turn on self-service, being able to deliver applications based on policy versus handing customers applications and hardware. One of the most popular control points and one that you could benefit from is policy-based automation, specifically for your workloads. An example of this is you have 6 VMware hosts, 30 VMs total. That's 5 VMs per host. We see customers today get over 10 virtual machines per host quite often. If you turn on automation, you can drive up consolidation ratios. If we were able to get 8 virtual machines per host, that would mean you need 4 VMware hosts total to run all 30 VMs. That means you have 2 VMware hosts left over that you could repurpose for disaster recovery, turning on an automated runbook that you can effectively test during the middle of business hours. So let's take a look at some of the solutions like vSphere that can help you gain those control points.